Yo, 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 just setting up. Let me adjust my mic. Actually, you know what? It's getting pretty damn hot. I'm gonna go turn on the air conditioner quickly. Like it's like the sun is like we're gonna have a heat wave here in Vancouver this weekend, and I can already feel it, man. It's just starting to get a little toasty. Okay, be right back. One sec. All right, there we go. That's much better. All right. I think we're ready to go here. Welcome everybody. Wait, where does this go? Never mind. There we go. What's up everybody? Welcome to Techonomics episode whatever. I'm doing a solo one today just because honestly I need a break from doing the interview kind of content, but I am lining up a guest for next week again. We've got some off the cuff interesting guests lined up, like that aren't related to TechTube necessarily, but kind of are, but kind of aren't. I think you'll enjoy those guests, and we're just finalizing the dates on those ones. You actually have to spend a lot of time lining up guests. I think, you know, when you start a podcast, you figure build and they will come, right? No, I wish I could have Steve on, man. I don't see that. I don't think Steve even does tech content anymore, man. Like, honestly, which is very smart on his part. You notice how he doesn't really like benchmark anymore? He's become more of like an investigator. He's like what's that guy's name? Coffeezilla. He's like the tech Coffeezilla now, which I think is a really good direction for him. I'm not interested in that type of content. I don't really care about drama, but I think it's a good direction for him because for the reason that we talked about the last couple of weeks with Battlefield 6 and the requirement of knowing how to tune every single game in order to benchmark it properly. So if you were in that guy's position, he would have to, this goes for all large tech tubers, he would have to learn an entirely new skill set in order to maintain his job. That's why Hub is so anti-tuning. Think about it. Why would somebody be opposed to learning a new skill when they don't want to change? When you see AI taking over people's jobs, what are people doing? They are complaining and whining and want the government to step in. Like they don't want to learn how to adopt the AI. They want to fight against change, right? That's normal human behavior. Most people just don't want things to change. It's the people that can adapt with the change that are going to excel, right? That's why the majority of tech channels, the large ones, they all died off during COVID because the majority of their channels were just get a bunch of parts. I'll get to the subs in a sec, guys. Their content was get a bunch of parts, make a build, and then tell people where to buy the parts that you just made the build with, right? And during the pandemic, you couldn't buy anything because the shortages.
Oh, yeah.
So, do you remember that? Like, do you remember when all of those? What's up, Yummy Cakes, for the tier 1 over on Twitch? Thank you so much, dude. If you guys remember, all the large tech channels, instead of adapting, they were whining and blaming the audience for not watching their videos. So they didn't flow with the water of change. They tried to be like a rock and stop the river, which is not it's never going to bode well for anybody if you're in denial about change, right? So anyway, the story that the funny how he just got into that right away, but for GN, I think he's flowing with his water, whereas Hub is trying to stop the river altogether, right? Tech Deals was the same. He adapted Tech Deals. He adapted to the waters by talking about a lot of crypto stuff, but crypto, I wouldn't like, so that I think that was just a bad call on his part. He should have stopped with the whole crypto shit as soon as he heard that Ethereum was going to merge. And then now the relatability of the hardware audience, because during the pandemic when Ethereum was mineable, it was fun, dude. It's like that was good content. I made some mining videos back then. I'm like, hey, while you go to work or while you're sleeping, throw your GPU on and make an extra $5 a day or whatever the hell it was if you had a 3090, right? That was good content. That was good shit. That was a way to engage the hardware audience while still talking to the gamer and the hardware audience, right? But then, yeah, as soon as Ethereum merged, you can't transition to investing and ASIC mining and like ASIC farms. Now you've completely alienated. That's a different channel. That's a completely different channel, right? So that was just a bad gamble on his part, I think. He tried to flow with the waters, but then he just picked the wrong river, I guess you could say. That Greg Salazar guy, the science studio, he flowed with the water as well, and he did that local like pimp my ride type of thing for his local marketplace, and that content does very well. Right, so that there's different routes you can go to flow with the river. Just like how I had a decision to be the Call of Duty guy, or do I want it to so I had two rivers, Call of Duty only, or do I want to flow with the hardware river, right? I chose the hardware river because the hardware river it's more interesting to me, to be fair. I don't like games that have a bunch of cheaters in them, just straight up. And hardware is always going to have something new and exciting, even if there is a pandemic. You can always find something to do with hardware, right? But anyway, now imagine now imagine Steve, or the Steves, both Steves. Imagine them having to learn how to like tune game files. That's like, it's like it's like, imagine how do you even what's a good example of that? It's like you had a factory job for like 20 years, or like, okay, you were a car manufacturer, like you were at the assembly line at the Ford dealership, or the Ford factory, and your job was to glue the windshield on. And that's all you did. You just glued the windshield on 8 hours a day for 20 years. Someone invented a machine that will glue it on Now your job is over, but you can still operate the machine that glues all that shit on. But the guy chose not to update his skills, right? That's what's going on there. That's why you're gonna see, in my opinion, or I have a theory, that the more and more that these games become more difficult to run and you have to tune them and shit, you're gonna see more and more and more opposition from those large guys to, you shouldn't have to tune, it's all the developers' fault. You're gonna see a lot more of that. Like you're gonna see them like double down, triple down, quadruple down, because who are they gonna consult about that kind of stuff? They literally have to ask me for help. They're never gonna do that. Tech Yes City will. Tech Yes City has, and he's gonna succeed, right? Coding is another one. Yep. Yummy Cakes, thanks again for the tier 1, man. I really appreciate it. So with the Techonomics podcast, oh, by the way, current bit rate. So by the way, my apologies for running ads on, so I went into the settings on the Techonomics podcast, and there is a way to turn off ads while you're live. It auto turned them on when the channel got monetized like a month ago or whatever. So what I'm gonna do going forward, I don't want to punish you guys for coming to hang out with me live. That's silly, right? So what I'm gonna do going forward is I'm gonna turn off the ads for the actual live podcast. So if you want to come and hang out with us live, there's not going to be any ads. But if you have no choice but to watch the 2 or 3 hour VOD after the fact, that's going to have ads on it. I think that's a fair compromise. Because I know a lot of people don't have the money to subscribe, but they also do enjoy the content. So if you can just be here while we're live, then you can watch for free, and that's all good. But nothing wrong with watching ads too, man. Honestly, like, just watch a 5-second ad while you're listening to a podcast, and it helps support the creator, right? So it's a free way to support the creator, but no ads while I'm live though. But anyway, the controversy was pretty crazy though. There was another one today where I think so too, man. I think Steve, not just Steve, I think hardware, I mean GN Steve. I think GN Steve hasn't enjoyed hardware for a long time. The same thing goes for Linus. Same thing goes for Jay. I don't think even Steve Hardware Unboxed enjoys it, because if you did enjoy it, you would enjoy tuning. Doesn't that make sense? Like if you truly liked hardware, you would want to see, oh shit, what if I undervolt this voltage, what happens? Like it's fun. You want to see what the hell does what, right? Throwing shit off. It's like whatever. That's interesting. Whatever happened to the VOD with Chris still on the channel? Yeah, it's there. The VODs are always there. What? My God. Is it just not? Yeah, it's right here. Updated 6 days ago. If you click the videos tab, all the episodes are in order. Well, they should be anyway, like this, how I'm looking at it, right? But no, like what I was saying though, I think none of those guys enjoy their hobby or their jobs. It's a job to them, right? And basically, remember when Linus said that he was going to, like, Linus was creating a website of some sort where what would and it was supposed to use AI or something like that. He was basically going to put out tech tubers and hardware unboxed out of business. Remember that lab thing that he was working on? Whatever happened to that? It's like he would have like 10 employees and all they would do is just benchmark shit out of the box and then fill in the results into this database. And then what the user would do, I'm not sure if they had to pay for it or whatnot, or what the idea was there. What the user would do is they would punch in their hardware or what they wanted to buy, and then it would spit out how much FPS in a certain game it would have. And that it would all be based off of out of the box, because who's gonna, you can't, it would be time impossible to do like, here's how it performs at 6,000 megahertz, 6,400, 7,200, 7,600. You're 5xing the workload for like 2 FPS difference between them. It doesn't make any sense, right? It doesn't make any sense. But I do hope that Linus does come through with that, though. Honestly, I would love that, because that would be the ultimate river flow, wouldn't it? Now every single channel that benchmarks out of the box would be out of business instantly, right? It'd be out of business. Now, those of us that enjoy hardware, we wouldn't touch that website. It'd be like a user benchmark for normies kind of thing, right? What's up, Nicola? What's up? Thank you, thank you. What's up, B-Rob? In the USA, the PS5 has gone up in price by $50. I think people have to, I think people got to get a little bit of a reality check a little bit. We can talk about inflation if you want. It is economics, but people, yeah, we could talk about inflation a little bit. It's like, I think it's another one of those bury your head in the sand type of things that people don't want to. Oh my god, dude, how do I launch Notepad? There we go. It's one of those bury your head in the sand type of things where people just you wish reality to be one way where, yeah, we can talk about inflation. Okay, hang on. That's a very good educational topic that most people should grasp and put their heads around, right? That's why you have to get into investing, unfortunately, or even just like dollar cost averaging Bitcoin, just something, man. You need to protect your money. Just anything, because if you don't, you're just gonna get buried, right? Hang on, let me catch up here. What's up, Dazwax? Sit down, pro. Our dollar is crashing. I don't think. Well, let me see. I don't think so. Your guys' dollar is still much better than ours. 1 USD to 1 Canadian. Yeah, dude, so I exchanged some money the other day from US to Canadian, and I got 1.385, and now it's 1.39 right now on Google. So it might just be that the euro is getting stronger, or the Canadian dollar is getting shittier. It's all based off of the US dollar, though. It really is. But I haven't noticed a too large of a fluctuation here in the last few months. It's kind of been the same for us in terms of Canadian and US dollars. How is Paul these days? I hope he's okay. He's fine, yeah. He enjoys his 9 to 5 more than he ever did doing YouTube stuff. So he's much happier now. Oh, you know why the VOD gets privated is there's 2 tabs here, right? There's a live tab and a video tab. The live tab are live streams. So right now what we're doing live, technically it's a live stream. So after I hit stop or like end, it pops up here. I have to turn it off from this tab and I have to re-upload the VOD to this tab in order to make it and then I have to title it episode 8. So I have to do it. Takes me about a day to do it because the VOD file is like 60 gigs, so it takes me forever to upload that shit, which won't soon. I'm getting fiber soon, guys. They're installing fiber today, but for now it takes me about a day, and then the VOD pops up here on the videos tab after the fact. And then that way it also populates the ads much faster if you do it here too, right? Eventually I'm going to just private all of these and just get rid of them just to not confuse people. It's just that they're still generating ad revenue for me right now, so I'm leaving them up for now. Maybe another month or so, I'm gonna get rid of them, right? There's no point. And then just have the official ones up. Euro is up and US is down, so then Canada must be down too. Hang on, that's an interesting one. I recently upgraded my 7700 X9 and 50X for a heavily modified Minecraft server. Do you think Intel would have worked better instead? Well, I've never run a Minecraft server before. And what's the definition of better? Is it doing what you want it to do? Like, I don't know how a Minecraft server operates. I'm not sure, man. That's what I'm saying. I kind of stick to my lane. I optimize games. I know you're being funny, Big Nick, but that's inappropriate, dude. I don't like that kind of shit. Don't do that. I'm not a fan. I really don't like that. Like, yeah, I just don't it's not even a funny joke, dude. Honestly. Put yourself in the other person's shoes, right? I know you mean well, but I'm not your bro. I don't know who you are, right? Like don't think I'm your friend. It's so weird, man. I don't I don't know why people think I'm their friend. That's a different issue though. Like I probably do like a monthly tweet. I have to like keep reminding people that I'm not their friend for some reason. Like I have to do like a monthly tweet where I'm like, I'm not your friend. I don't care about you. If you died tomorrow, I would forget about you 30 seconds later. I like how many like I don't I'm open to suggestions honestly because I don't know how much more blunt I can be when I say I don't know who you are and I don't care if you die tomorrow. I literally don't care. And yet for some reason, even though I say that on like a monthly basis, people still think that I know who they are and I know their like daughter's name and like their dog's name and I like care about them. And I don't know why, man. I don't know why. Like if there's better verbiage that I can use, I'm all for it, dude. I'm all for it. It's not a nerve, it's inappropriate. That's what it is. Like, you wouldn't tell that to a person IRL. Go up to today. Here's your homework, Big Nick. Go up to a stranger, which is what I am. I am a stranger. Go up to a stranger and be like, "Hey, I'm coming to your city and I'm gonna look for you." Go tell, and make sure that when you tell that to somebody, the guy is bigger than you and he can kick your ass. You need a concept of what's appropriate and what's not appropriate. And maybe you have to get your ass beat in order to get that concept, right? I don't know. But what I do know is you would not tell that to somebody IRL because it's inappropriate. You know what I'm saying? We have that rule in the Discord too. If you wouldn't say that to somebody IRL, don't say it to somebody online. Hang on, let me catch up here. I don't know how price indexes work and stuff, but Minecraft loves single core speed. Yeah, but it's so much more than that, man. Like when you're running a Minecraft server and you're looking at your logs, is it sitting on one core the entire time, or does it bounce between various ones, or does it schedule itself to the one highest clock speed one and sit there? Is it using cache? Does it use memory? There's so many questions. Like, it doesn't, like, or just ignore all of that. Is it doing what you want it to do? Like there's a difference between min-maxing and achieving a goal, right? Did that upgrade achieve the goal that you were after? Or are you just looking to min-max for the sake of min-maxing? That's two different things, right? I would bet that your old 7700X, whatever you had before, probably fulfilled your goal, right? I don't know. When it comes to inflation and Canada, it's basically directly tied to the US, like 1 to 1. Like a 5090 is $2,000 in America. A 5090 in Canada is $2,800. 1.4. All hardware is like that. All cars, hardware, appliances. So whatever the hell happens in the States, we're just like a mirror times 1.4. What I will say though, our groceries here are much cheaper than what you guys pay for groceries down there. Like 1 to 1, like holy fuck, are groceries expensive down there. Oh my god. Oddly enough, supplements are cheaper down there. Like if I want to buy a bag of protein, it's so much, the same bag of protein, so much cheaper in the States. If I want to buy some fucking cheese and milk and eggs and broccoli, or how about some organic grass-fed beef? Oh my god. If I want to go to the mall and buy like a pretzel from Auntie Pretzel or whatever, it's like $11 US for a fucking pretzel. It's ludicrous, dude. It's like, holy shit. Like our entire McDonald's meals here are $11, right? Which is the same in the US, but then that means that we're paying 11 American. So it's like when it comes to groceries and food, they're 1 to 1. So if we pay $10 for a burger box, you guys also pay $10 for the same burger box, but your money is worth more, therefore it's more expensive. So before the whole tariff situation, all the US folk would drive down and buy groceries from down here, right? Because the dollar was it's like a 40% discount, right? Let me catch you up here. I want to get 5 GB fiber, but I also don't want to invest a lot of money into switches and like routers. Like my route, like all my entire infrastructure, right? Infrastructure. It's like 2 switches, but my whole infrastructure supports 2.5 right now. So it would depend on the cost. If I can get 3 gigabit for like $90 and 5 gigabit for like, depends how much more money it is. I don't see myself needing more than 3 though, although 5 would be sick just from an upload standpoint. Imagine uploading a 3-hour VOD in like a minute. Like that'd be, oh my god, that like for me as a creator, that'd be like game changing, right? But 3 would be fine. 3 would be fine. And then I would get like 2.5 because the Switch limitation, right? Any chance you'll be revisiting the 265? You mean like a video review? No, there's no point. I'm just gonna wait for the 385K whenever the hell that comes out. The reason why the video wouldn't do well. Just I'm streaming off of a 285K right now. I fucking love that thing. It's awesome. It's the best workstation CPU you can get. Man, it's just there's no point. It's just the video wouldn't do well. That's the problem. The video would take. Here's the problem with content creation, man. The videos that take the longest do the worst, and the videos that are the fastest to make, like the one that I made yesterday or the day before yesterday. The one that I published yesterday, just talking about Battlefield and the state of gaming. That video took me like 10 minutes to make, dude. And it's like going viral. If I want to benchmark something, that's like a week worth of work just to get shit on by AMD bros for saying AMD is the fastest. I just don't care. I'll just do talking head videos if that's what people want, right? Now, for the 385K, though, the reason why I never did a 285K, I couldn't buy the damn CPU on launch, man. Asus. So I remember that it was like an Arrow Lake launch package from Asus, and it came in that nice box that I still have. And it came with the Ryujin AIO, and it came with a Z890 Hero. That package was supposed to come with a 285K, and they shipped me a 265K by accident. And then I shipped them back the 265K, and then my rep at the time, he's like, yeah, I'm going to send you 285K. And then it just never, no, it was an accident though. It came in like a little like Ziploc baggie that said 285K. Like somebody just fucked up at their warehouse. Dude, their ship, Asus is very tardy when it comes to their warehouse shipments. Like they have no idea what's going out and what's coming in. No clue, dude. And they don't even know who to contact to see what went out and what went in. I've had 3 or 4 misplaced shipments. So do you remember that ProArt build that I did? They sent me an X870E ProArt and the ProArt AIO. I love that fucking build, by the way. God, that was like the most gorgeous build I've ever done. And they sent me that ProArt case, and the case just never showed up. and then they like couldn't track from their end. It had shipped out, and then they just couldn't track where the hell it was. So then I'm like, well, I'm just going to use a different case then. Then what I ended up doing, I ended up buying that fucking case off of Amazon just to like, I didn't want to, I didn't want, because Asus had sent me so much free hardware, like $5,000 worth of free fucking hardware. I didn't feel like I owed it to them, but I wasn't going to be disrespectful and just order another case because they lost a package in the mail. The case was $200. I just fucking bought it and did the build in it, right? Like, I just, like, shit happens, whatever. One lost case amongst like $5,000 of free hardware at the time, and it was like, that was a lot of money to me at the time too. Now I don't give a fuck about that kind of money, but it's like, no, it's like, they never shipped me a 285K. They lost the case. They like accidentally shipped me a Z890 Apex. And then no one knows how I got it. It's just they have logistical issues on that end, man. They have logistical issues. They were supposed to send me the OLED monitor, to the 480 hertz one before it came out. And then they sent it to like, what's that guy's name? Like Bearded Hardware or something, or Bearded Tech. And then like Bearded Tech, whatever, was supposed to like ship it back to them, but like never did. And then I just never got the fucking monitor. And then I went to just bought one by the time they actually got around to it. And I'm like, well, I'm not going to do it's too late to do a video now because the monitor's already been out for 2 months, right? So same thing with the 285K. By the time I actually got it, because you couldn't buy that damn thing, it was already like 3 months into the life cycle of the damn CPU. So I just never did a video because it wouldn't do well at that point. I did the 265K as soon as I possibly could because that's the one that they sent me. So there are for very hot items, like the 480 hertz OLED monitor that sold out in like half a second, right? The 285K, I don't know why you couldn't buy that thing, but you just couldn't buy that thing. In those scenarios, it is really nice to get samples because you can do videos on day one if there's gonna be a shortage, right? So the 5090, I still haven't done 5090 videos because I couldn't get one. 5080, 50, and then like, so the 5070 Ti and the 5080 were sold out day one. So those were really good samples to get from NVIDIA. The 5060 Ti and the 5070, I probably could have bought in those ones if I really wanted to, right? So those samples weren't really necessary. It's more, it's not even about getting free shit for me. It's about the ability to buy it. That's what it is. Can I get the damn thing or not, right? If I can't get the damn thing, please send me a sample so that I can actually give my audience the information that they need, right? But I can buy everything myself, though. At the end of the day, I don't need that shit. But yeah, but at the time though, I was just really appreciative of Asus even working with me at all. And so I'm not gonna like, I'll cover the case, I'll buy my own monitor, whatever, man. It's not that serious. Like I know, like they work with so many creators that like we probably don't have a concept of how busy they are. Just the fact they even reply to emails is a miracle, dude. You know what I'm saying? I'm a very unsalty guy when it comes to business because I'm also a business owner. So when mistakes happen, I'm not a salty dude. I don't care. I'll like adapt and flow with the water and just make it work, right? Hell, let me catch up here. But that's why I never did that 285K. When the 385K comes out, I'll try to grab it if I can. Well, now I have an Intel rep, so I should be able to get one. Hopefully, we'll see. No, the 285K or Arrow Lake is still the best workstation CPU. It's better than the 9950X. It is. Just because the 9950X is laggy. In Windows, I mean. Just want to say thanks again for making the course. You're welcome, Runamook. Thanks for buying it, man. I really appreciate it, dude. I got a lot more course orders this week, too. Everyone saw the writing on the wall, man. I'm going to get that DDR4 module done this week, though. Probably record that tonight if I can. I just got my 10900K system up and running, which I forgot. You know what's the side bonus? So Bleaky in the Discord, he's sending me a 5800X. I bought this motherboard, by the way. B550. It was too good of a deal. I even looked around. This thing for $110. I even looked around at open box ones and returned ones on Amazon. Nothing even comes close to this price with the $40 coupon. So anyway, I ordered this thing. I still have some B-die. What I'll probably do... Well, we'll see. I haven't tuned a Zen 3 platform in forever. I need to just check to see if it's any different now than it was like 2 years ago. I'm assuming probably not. But if there is, I can always add AMD side of things into the course later for the DDR4 part of it. I doubt it would be different though. It's more about the Alder Lake and the Skylake chips. No, so the whole sock meta, it's the whole sock meta is like you shouldn't. It's back to the whole he's my friend type of thing. You shouldn't assume that you know somebody and send them shit. You should ask. And it seems to just keep happening. That's the thing. It's like there's no there's no harm in asking, but I don't know why guys do that kind of shit. I think he's going to like this, therefore I'm going to surprise him with it. When has that ever worked out? Instead of just asking. Like that's what I'm talking about. Just like don't do it. Just fucking ask. Like, hey, do you want this? No. Because you just avoid so many problems that way. Dude, I've been waiting for 10 years for fiber in this house. 10 years, man. Do you remember when I started the channel like 4 or 5 years ago and I'm like, dude, if I ever bought a new house, like if I ever wanted to move, because so here's the conundrum, right? My backyard has like ducks in it and squirrels. Fucking bear yesterday that was massive. I showed that video. Like my backyard has a lot of wildlife in it, which I really I love that. I love that my backyard is like a quiet fucking rainforest serenity, like waterfall type shit. Like I go back there when a motherfucker sends me socks, okay? And like it calms me down and shit, right? So the conundrum always was that if I were to move into a bigger house somewhere, if I ever needed it, because that topic came up when my ex used to live with me here, because this house really isn't big enough for like 2 people. It is, but Asian chicks have a lot of fucking shit, dude. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. Did I tell you guys that when she moved out, I could hear like my voice echoing off the walls because all of her shit everywhere was like sound deadening my voice, dude. It was wild. It was a wild experience. So so anyway, so this house is definitely big enough for one person, but if I was like, man, if I ever move somewhere, the first thing that I would check is if there's fiber in the area. That's the first thing that I would check. No, she had her own place where we had renters in it, and that was a side income for us. And the value of it was kind of the same as my place too. So we kind of had equal assets. Like I got off scot free. I got off scot free. I'll put it that way. She's a hard worker. She had a lot of assets before we pro tip. If you do get married, I did it by accident, but if you do get married, make sure she has the same amount of assets as you. Yeah. So she has just as much as to lose on a divorce as you do. Then they might be like, "Oh shit, maybe we'll just amicably split," right? Hang on, let me catch up here. Dude, eating out, I don't know why more people don't just meal prep, to be honest. I think because too many people associate food with pleasure, which is understandable if you're living paycheck to paycheck. A nice meal might be the only enjoyment you get in a week, right? But if you're like smart about it though, you just mass fucking cook chicken breasts, mass cook rice, and you just change your sauces every day. And then you save a shit ton of money and you save a shit ton of time. If you look at food as something you have to do, not as something that you enjoy, that's like the number one way to save money. Number one way. And if you're spending too much time cooking every day, that's when you have to prep, right? I do like half prep. Hang on, let me catch up here. Have I tested CU dims on the 285K? Yep. The CU dims came with my Asus package. I'm not sure what you're talking about, Ophon. Are we still talking about the Minecraft server thing? Yeah, but no, I think that's 100% true that 50 to 70% of people do not have internal monologue. I think that's true. Um I don't know. I don't know how to I don't like I don't know. All I can do is just ban those people if they do that weird shit. It doesn't call it doesn't it's like it's more like it doesn't hurt me by them doing that. I'm just like what are you doing? Like I feel like I'm like how do I word it? Oh shit, what's up, Mario? My man. Mario just I think that's a what is that? That's a channel member, I think. Yeah, channel member. He's just became a channel member over on YouTube. What's up, Mario? What's up, dude? Thanks so much for becoming a member. You get access to the Discord now, and you get access to both channels' VODs. But there's like a private channel in the Discord. It's getting hot in here again, man. Good God, I might have to turn on my second AC. Yeah, link your Discord to your YouTube when you get access to all that good stuff in the Discord, man. Thank you again for subscribing. But it's more like yeah. It's more like what's up, Just Eyes? Oh, dude, long time no see. Shit. What's up, Just Eyes TV with the Prime? Thanks so much, dude. Really appreciate it. I don't do buttons on the Techonomics podcast, but I'll give you a button on Saturday for that Prime. Thanks so much, dude. Yeah, the Battlefield, I love Battlefield. Just for Battlefield was like, it showed a lot of people's incompetence, man. It's great. We need every game to do that shit, so it shows people's incompetence. But you know how I get frustrated at weirdness? It's because I didn't. So here's the thing. Before I started social media, this before COVID, I didn't know that there was like a gender war going on. I'm not talking about like transgender. I'm talking about like male versus female. I didn't know that was a thing, because I just do my IRL life, and I'm not on Twitter, and I'm not on YouTube, and I'm just like doing my thing, right? And then the more that I've been online as a creator, obviously I have to be online. And the more that I'm on Twitter, I get to see a lot of the reason why is because the controversial and combative type of content always gets pushed to the top of the algorithm, so everyone's fed that shit all the time, which is the reason why you got to get off the internet, by the way. But you can't help but being served all that content all the time. And then at first, I'm like, what the hell is everyone talking about here? Like, why are girls talking about the ick and how every guy is fucking weird and creepy and shit? It's like, why is this happening? And then why are all guys talking about how girls are just mad hoes and shit all the time? I'm like, what's happening here? Then, as I grew my channel and I started dealing with a lot more XOC nerds, autistic nerds, dudes that spend 6 months in BIOS screens, dudes that ship me fucking socks, and it's like I'm like all these experiences that I've been having with all these weirdos. I'm like, you're proving the female gender right. Like, so now when I see a girl on TikTok saying, holy fuck, men are creepy, I'm like, I understand now. And I get fucking annoyed that that's true. That's what I'm saying. I get fucking irritated that my gender is doing that shit. I'm like, holy, like, yeah, that's 100%. Oh, that guy gave you the ick too? Fuck, there you go. That's like, oh, all right. That guy's a fucking creepazoid. Oh, I've experienced that too. Like, so I'm like, so that's why I get really short, because I'm like, fucking stop. Like, stop. Like, you are making all men look fucking bad. Like, stop that shit. Stop being a fucking weirdo. Stop fucking creeping people out. Like, stop thinking that you're a friend with a creator. Like, stop being a fucking weirdo, right? Because all of this, then the more I see it, the more I get fucking annoyed. And the older they are, like they're in their 40s and 50s and shit, I'm like, holy shit, dude. Like, no wonder. And on the bonus of that, though, is no wonder if you're a fucking normal dude, you don't need money, you don't need you can have like 10 girlfriends, because women are so starved for companionship that's not creepy. I'm telling you, man. They're so starved for companionship that's not creepy. Like, oh my god, bro, just stop proving them right. Just stop. So anyway, that's why it's like I get really fucking annoyed. It's like I don't want to be lumped in with these fucking weirdos. It's like, be weird away from me, okay? Don't lump me in with that shit. I don't care if COVID broke people's heads. That sounds like a them fucking problem. Keep it away from me. Keep it away from my fucking Discord. Keep it away from my fucking mailbox. I don't know who you are. I don't fucking care about you. I don't care if you fucking die tomorrow. I'm gonna steal your bitch because you're a fucking weirdo. I'm good. Keep it away from me. Keep it away. Don't fucking care. Keep that shit away from me. The hard part is when they're a supporter of yours, or if they've been giving you a lot of money and you have to like discipline them. It's like, why am I disciplining a 40-year-old fucking dude for being a weirdo? Like, it's like, come on, man. Like, can we just fucking be normal? God damn. Like, what happened? What happened? Hang on, let me catch up here. Not to talk about this shit again, but it's like, that's why I get so frustrated. Like Asus, if Asus doesn't ship me a PC case, that's so much less frustrating to me than a guy being weird. Because one is a logistical overworked employee problem, and one of them is like some guy just being fucking broken and proving women right that men are fucking retarded, right? And that one is a lot more offensive to me than a poorly run business, right? Maybe because a poorly run business can be fixed, but a weirdo can't. Hang on, let me catch up here. I'm not talking about Big Nick. What was the goal in that comment, Groiper? Why does your name look familiar? I swear to God, I thought I talked about you last week. Were you the guy that was like, I know who you are now? You were the guy that got gifted a sub, and you were like, thanks for the free sub, now I get the That was you, wasn't it? Dude, my brain fucking remembers. Hey, what was the goal in that message, Groiper? I'll give you a couple minutes to respond. Didn't I say you weren't going to last long? Now, let me catch up here. It's a true mirror of society. What do you mean, Just Eyes? You mean the hardware space? No, but what was the goal in pointing out the criticism? That's not a goal. What's the goal? I wasn't talking about Big Nick, though. I'm talking about men in general. He just kind of spurred the conversation. He wasn't even bad at all, man. He was inappropriate with one comment. Who cares? It's not. I wasn't even talking about him. Canned chicken, canned tuna. You gotta be careful with the canned tuna, though. They say they filter it out for mercury, but you gotta be careful. You don't want to eat that shit every day. I've made that mistake. Well, thankfully, I didn't have any side effects, but you gotta be careful with that shit. Canned chicken is kind of odd. What does that taste like? Is it possible to lock the cores on the 1500X3D? No. Well, not from that was when I fucking tested that thing 2 years ago. But no, there is no way. You don't have to, though. It doesn't matter. The reason why I say it doesn't matter is because when I locked all the cores on the 7800X 3D and the 9800X 3D, it didn't provide a latency benefit like it did on the non 3D chips for some reason. And no FPS difference. So on the 3D chips, don't worry about locking the cores. You don't have to. You're not getting away with that one, Groiper. Give you 2 more minutes to respond what the goal was there. You might be one of those guys without internal monologue. That's not a goal. That's an observation. What was your goal in bringing awareness to it? That's what I'm asking. If you can't answer the question, that means you don't have self-awareness. You keep mentioning observations, but not why you went out of your way to type that and press enter. What was the intention? $99.50X is definitely better for the Minecraft server since all the threads are needed. However, the gaming performance, my own experience, suffered. So you're running a Minecraft server and gaming on the same machine at the same time? You're mismatching your goals. No, the 9950X should be good with that. You don't have the course, do you? I can tell. If you had the course, then you would not be asking these questions. Oh, give me a sec. So the goal was to point out the trigger for the rant. Why? What was the goal in pointing out the trigger for the rant? We'll get there. We'll get to the. I'm trying to get you to realize something. How is gaming on the 265K? Incredible, dude. You have to tune it though. My God. Well, the 9950X is way easier to tune though, man. By far. I can't. The thing is, I've never used that use case before. So what I would say is, yeah, I think Channel's got it on point there. I think you would have to lasso one CCD to your game and then lasso the other CCD to whatever hell Minecraft server you're running here. What's up, Bash? My man with the 20. Thank you so much, dude.
Killerbark donated $20.
That one needs a button. I'm gonna give you a non-demonetization button though. My man. Just the fact that people really need to run into a wall in order to slowly start waking up, even though you specifically have been saying do not listen to mainstream tech tube. That happens all the time though, dude. That's normal. Dude, yeah, dude, give you this Groiper guy is about to
There's gonna tell me how much I have to fuck around to find out what I need to find out. See, as you can see, the more you fuck around, the more you're gonna find out.
Thanks so much, Bash. I really appreciate it, man. Groiper, what was the goal in bringing awareness for the trigger for the rant? What was your goal? Because everybody already knew. So what was your intention? So yeah, but back to the teach you. Oh, there you go. So that's actually probably the best thing you could have. What you tried to do, it's a psychological harm infliction. So you wanted to make Big Nick feel lesser of himself to make yourself feel better because you weren't the target, which you are the target now. So the only goal and the reason why you said that was to put him down. That's why you did it. Now, why would you want to put somebody else down like that? That's the question you got to ask yourself. Why did laughing at him make you feel better? That's what you got to ask. That's fucking toxic, bro. That's what you are. You're fucking toxic. Putting somebody else down to make yourself feel better and laugh at them, you're basically a piece of shit. That's what your goal was. Subconscious or unsubconscious. There you go. That's a good one. Yeah. At least you're not lashing out at me for telling you what you did. That's a very good sign. That means there is hope for you. I hope for you. Most of the time when you bring awareness to somebody's subconscious actions, they get really fucking defensive, right? But you didn't. So that's actually a pro. Good for you. Good for you. Because there's no other reason to laugh at somebody like that. I gotta take a mad piss here, guys. But yeah, Just Eyes TV. Remember the whole Kerneal thing? I'm like, this guy's a scammer for fucking years. FPS Hub. These guys are fucking scammers for years. I literally catch them selling people shittier components and tuning it to try and upsell them fucking margins. It's insanity. That other guy, that Traps guy, fucking scammer. They're all fucking scammers. I'm like, stop listening to fucking Hub. It takes like 2 or 3 years of me fucking banging on the wall before people are like, oh shit, Jufus was right again. But I'm not worried about that though, because people will figure it out. They'll figure it out. It's when I say go test it yourself and find out, there's a reason why I say that. In the comment section of my last video there was that one guy that was like, this is the tune that I did to make Battlefield not crash. And it was like 7 paragraphs of like single core boost shit, adaptive voltage curve optimizer shit. I was just like fucking yeah, go fucking do this and find out. You'll find out. Fucking here's the go try all of this shit first, and then here's the optimization course for you. It's lunacy, dude. Hang on, Bash. I'll answer your question. I have to take a piss. I cannot hold it. Give me 1 second, guys. 1 second. I actually had to go turn on my my second air conditioner because it was so damn hot. Oh my god. No, you know what it is, Runamook? It's my own fault for not being good at sales. I'll explain in a sec when it comes to the course. I just don't I just like my sales strategy is go fuck around and find out. Like that's like do you know what I'm saying? I'm a very poor salesman when it comes to actually showcasing the benefits of a product, which I'll talk about. Because I get a lot of questions about what the course is even about. So I am failing as a salesman in explaining what they're buying. I don't know how to fucking do that shit, right? I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad I just replaced my crunchy coffee stained mouse pad with a new Amazon Basics one. You'd be surprised, Bash. You'd be surprised how much coffee a mouse pad can absorb and be playable and be, you know, I'm still using remember 2 years ago when I went to that Dr. Disrespect event, whatever the hell, the dead drop event, and they gave us mouse pads. I'm still using that one. It's a really nice mouse pad. It's just unfortunate that I'm playing on a pedo's fucking mouse pad, but it's a nice mouse pad though. It really is. It sucks that that game died off too. That's unfortunate. I was looking forward to that game. Hang on, let me catch you up here. No, I don't, I'm not bothered by misinformation channels. It only like the hardware unboxed nonsense. That shit only bothers me if somebody shares it in my Discord. Then I get fucking annoyed because they should know better. Like you shouldn't be in the fucking like how do I word this? It's not my job to police the internet is what I'm coming down to. It's my job to tell people the truth about my findings when it comes to consults. I'll when I do consults, I uncover other scammers that have scammed people, and then I just let people know, right? When somebody says hardware unbox did this, and then if it's a really important topic like gear 2 or a Windows update, something that can actually harm somebody, I'll debunk it. But for the most part, it's up to it comes down to the person's ability to be able to smell bullshit or not. So it's kind of like, you know how, okay, let me backtrack for a sec. I can ask Tech Deals if he wants to come on the podcast. I never even thought about that. I don't even know how I would reach out to that guy. I will ask him for you though. Cause that'd be fun. That'd be fun. But you know what it comes down to, Just Eyes? It comes down to self-awareness. Back to the self-awareness thing. Because I don't want people that can't, how do I word this? It's like let me paint. Let me paint this out for you. I don't know why my shortcuts don't work. I'm gonna put a shortcut for paint right now. I'm gonna pin it to taskbar. What am I saying? What it comes down to is I don't Yeah, why didn't I do this years ago? So let's say there is, it's not always IQ based as well, but for the example of what I want to talk about, let's say it is IQ based, right? And let's say there's a wall, there's like a gray zone from like here to here where the person is kind of able to smell bullshit, and then like this zone over here is like the people that can smell bullshit, and then the people down here that are basically just bots, right? And for example, these people, what they will do is they will just look at how many subscribers a channel has and give them their autonomy and authority. This person has 1 million subscribers, therefore they are correct. That's what this is. I don't want these people in my Discord, on my channel. That ain't me, man. I don't. This is like Linus fucking audience and shit. I ain't down with that, right? Or I should say, that's the majority of the population of the planet, right? That's why these guys, if in marketing, if you target this demographic of people, the only way that you can actually make money is with ad revenue or selling them shit like screwdrivers, right? If Hardware Unboxed or Linus came out with an optimization course that's like how the structural fucking integrity of silicon works from the factory, and here's how you tune, not one person would buy it. It's too high of a level, right? These people that are kind of on the fence, these are the people that take 2 years to come around, because they're like on the fence, right? They'll be like, well, this Jufus guy seems to know what he's talking about, and yet his channel only has 37,000 subscribers. Therefore, I'm not going to believe him yet. Then they get scammed and scammed and scammed and scammed. It's like, all right, now this Jufus guy has won me over because he's given me enough evidence over a long period of time that he's not fucking lying to me, right? And then these people are like, Jufus said I should test it myself. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Jufus was correct. I trust Jufus. This takes fucking 10 minutes, right? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So I want these people. These people that test it themselves and find out, they're much more fun to engage with because they've tested it. Like, they have firsthand experience. These are the people you want to bounce ideas off of. These are the people that are more open to different points of view, because if there's a differentiating point of view, there's no emotion, there's no combativeness. It's like, let's test it together and find out. I want these people, right? That's my audience. That's what I want. That's what I want. I don't fucking care. These people I care about, these are the people that are like, did you see the new hub video in the Discord? It's like, stop that shit, man. Right? But eventually, like, they're in the Discord in the first place, which means they can kind of subconsciously smell bullshit, but they're not all the way there yet, right? Hang on, let me catch you up here. Oh yeah, dude, 4 years on a mouse pad. Same here, dude. I think I'm on like year 2.5 on this one. It works good, man. She soaked up a lot of coffee. I do not know Plasma TV for gaming. I have no idea who that is. I don't watch technology YouTube channels, man. Also, you just broke a rule. We're not allowed to. Depends how many subscribers he has. Plasma TV for gaming. No, dude. Yeah, you broke a rule here. What are you doing watching this content, first of all? No. No. Right away I can tell that he needs to go outside, dude. That, like, I would have a hard time having a conversation with that guy. Like, what would we even talk about? No, I'm not making fun of them. I'm just saying, like, like when you see somebody within half a second, you can kind of tell how they've lived their life, right? It's like I wouldn't have Scatterbencher on my podcast either because, like, these guys got to go outside, man. They have to. Like, I only want normal dudes on my fucking podcast. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking shit. I'm just like, that's not my audience. I'm not the technical. Fuck. There's literally no way to say what I want to say without being offensive. That's the fucking problem. But you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. But I'm not trying to be offensive. I want guys like Brian of Tech Yes City on there. I want guys like Matt from Blackbird. I want guys like Mutex, Charles. I want, like, fucking people that play games and that are cool. I want cool dudes, right? You know what I'm saying? Fucking Tech Deals is on the border of that line. Only because I like that guy, I would actually, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, here's how I would put it. Okay, so if you go to Diary of a CEO, if you go on this guy's channel, do you ever see a weirdo being interviewed? No. There's a minimum level of social skills that are required to kind of run a podcast effectively and be on a podcast effectively. The guy, like, they have to have social skills, right? You don't see, like, all these people are fucking normal as hell. They're just really successful, normal people. Like, do you see? I'm trying to find a single guy that looks like he doesn't have social skills. No. No, not one, man. It's weird. This guy may. You can literally tell just by looking at them. No, he's fine. Nope, never mind. Yeah, Robert Green would be the actually, and you know what the funny thing is? The only reason he I believe looks like this is because he had a stroke. So he's actually he has the exception because he had a stroke. That's why he seems kind of off-putting now. What the hell? I had no idea that he interviewed Jada. I might have to go watch this after. That's fucking hilarious. What the hell is this? Dude, it's mind-blowing that she cheated on Will Smith and somehow spun it as like it's normal to do that. I'm gonna fucking bookmark this later, dude. That's hilarious. Hang on, let me catch up here. Oh, I'll have Mutex on the podcast. Oh yeah, he's just really busy right now, but I'm gonna have him on. Yeah, let me catch you up here. These are also people that can provide value to the community, not just take. Who are we talking about, Bash? Oh, you mean the testers? Yes, yes, exactly. Yes. Yes. Dude, I wish we had some more like lifting bros or like health bros, because I feel like a lot of dudes aren't really into health that are into hardware, but like a lot of guys in the Discord don't test shit when it comes to their health, which I wish they did. Yeah. But when it comes to hardware and gaming, yeah, exactly. The more of these guys you have, just in general, the better it is. Absolutely. I wish we had more investing bros too, not crypto, just regular investing bros. Let me catch you up here. What's up, Randstool? No, I'm not opposed to the suggestion. It's like it's like I would rather have a guy that has like 200 subscribers that has social skills than a million subscriber guy. Maybe not a million. You get what I'm going at though. There would be no value in me having that guy on the podcast. There was a guy the other day. Oh, what's up, Bradley? My man. Just signed up for entry level on the podcast. My man. You get access to the Discord now. Link that shit with your Discord account in the integrations tab, and you get all that VODs and shit. Thank you for the RAM kit. Fucking awesome. Oh, dude, you're welcome. Isn't it fucking awesome though, dude? It's like, it's so, yeah, that's interesting. I think the RAM kit is like a, oh, I can turn it down a little bit. Yeah, that was a loud audio, wasn't it? Cause you know why? I just integrated YouTube into that Botrix thing, and I haven't adjusted the audio levels yet. I gotta write that down. Yeah, I feel like the RAM kit is like a hidden gem, dude. Like legit. Every person that's, oh dude, thanks so much. That's funny. That's awesome, man. Oh my god. You know what, Brad? I am, it makes me so happy when you have no idea how much effort I put into those RAM sticks, dude. That was like a 6-month fucking, the god Bash knows, man. That was like a 6-month fucking project to get those RAM sticks done. And it's just like when somebody makes a comment that's like, this is like the greatest shit ever. Same with the course orders. It makes me so happy because like it's validating for me knowing that all that hard work I put in there was like we're both showing gratitude to each other, right? That's the best kind of sale. That's the best kind of sale. When the customer thinks they got more value for their dollar, which clearly because you just gifted 10 subs, and I'm like, oh, I'm so happy he got value out of that, man. Fuck yeah, dude. Thanks so much. The GOAT Bradley. I'm gonna give you a button just because it's what won't get demonetized on YouTube. I guess it doesn't matter because I'm not running ads on the stream. Let's see what happens. Like this one will get demonetized for sure. I can't help you, Ophon, honestly, man. I really try to not give people, again, because I'm over here, we have a rule in my community that's like, no test, no talk. No test, no talk. The idea here is you do not talk about shit that you haven't tested yourself because you're talking from a place of ignorance. I don't know, man. That's why I try, like, I want to help you, but I can't. Because if I'm just like, yeah, this is better for that, I have no idea. I have no fucking clue, realistically. So I just don't know. The best advice that I can give you is, since you already bought it, try lassoing. Because that I have tested on different shit. Bradley, thanks for the 10 gifted, man. So all the people that got gifted a membership from Bradley on YouTube, you guys can all access the Discord for free. And you can actually watch the VOD after the fact for free as well. I upload every stream VOD to a separate VODs channel, and then there's no ads there. So you get to watch all this shit with no ads. Does the RAM kit have an 8000 XMP? Yep. That's what I made that RAM kit. I made that RAM kit specifically for every single scenario. So it's the last RAM kit you ever have to buy. That's why I did that. So it has 6400 for AMD. Now this one, be careful, because on some motherboards, when you enable 6400 XMP, it'll bump you down to half ratio mode. So you got to make sure UCLK and FCLK is 1:1. But the profile is there though. 6400, 7200 for Intel 4 DIMMs, and then 8000 for Intel 2 DIMMs / Arrow Lake. So it literally has 3 profiles for any platform that you can imagine. Hand tested by me to make sure that they all fucking work on every platform. Hand binned. That's why they just fucking work. Hang on, let me catch up here. I think I have like 3 more 48 gig ones left. But I'm not ordering anymore. I'm done. I don't want to do physical products. I don't want to do physical products anymore. It's not worth it. Because, like, what if I shipped him? What if I shipped Brad the RAM kit and it got lost in the mail? Now I'm out $500. For what? For some UPS guy losing a shipment? It's not worth it. Thankfully, you know what's interesting though? Not a single RAM kit has got lost in the mail yet. Which is pretty fucking. The package is only this big. It's pretty fucking cool. Like I'm hella lucky, dude. I feel like I'm at the casino rolling the dice on these RAM kits, and eventually one of them is gonna get lost. But it hasn't happened yet. So when I sell out of these ones, I want to like cut my victory and not push my luck and order more, right? Like, I'm getting the fuck out of this physical product game. Explored ways to mass produce the RAM kit. I'm not large enough. So here's the thing. The margins are not high enough, and the relations required to make something like that work aren't feasible. I tried all that shit, man. Like, I tried when I was creating the RAM kit, I was talking to like Team Group and Patriot and Corsair and G-Skill. I'm like, who can source me sticks with no heat sinks on them? I was talking to Bits Power, Bixby, Barrow. I was like, who can manufacture me on mass copper heat sinks with my logo on it? And that was a whole, even just getting them to print my logo on the copper was a fucking night. They just didn't want to because they have to retool their assembly line to do that shit, right? That was a fucking nightmare. And then what do I make? It was like the copper heat sinks are like $200 a pop for me, plus like the RAM is like 170, plus I make like $100 on a RAM kit. It's complete waste of fucking time for how much effort I put into those. I did it once to experience how it would be done, but $100. So every time I ship a RAM kit, I make $100 with the potential of it being lost in the mail. So if one package loses, if one package gets lost, I just lost 5 sales of profit, right? It makes no sense to make those things anymore. Not when I can just sell a course for $400, no delivery fee. I'm just doing digital products from now on. It's not worth it. Trust me. I know I have all the cost breakdown. That's why the RAM kit, that's why no manufacturer has made a RAM kit like that before, because it's so fucking expensive to make, right? They'll never do it. They'll make like plastic shit that's like dog shit to get the margins up. Yeah, I don't make any fucking money, dude. The price of copper went up, actually, too. So if I wanted to buy another batch of like 100 heat sinks, it would be like 25% more now. I'd make even less margin. And on that note, with the inflation, we just had a guy bitching that the PlayStation is going up $50. So if the price of copper went up 25%, the customer's not going to pay that 25%. They're going to expect me to eat that cost. They don't want to see the price of the RAM kit go up, right? It's not going to happen, dude. It's not going to happen. Just what are you going to do? You can't sell a RAM kit for like $1,000, man. Nobody, well, maybe somebody would fucking buy it, but no, man. No. Just can't do it. It was so much work to make that RAM kit. Holy shit. That's the other thing too. The amount of capital I had to, the capital is another one. The amount of capital I had to invest to procure, because the manufacturer isn't going to. So I had to put down $10,000 of my own money before they would even send me samples of my logo printed on the RAM sinks. So I had to put down $10,000 and commit to a certain order amount before they would even bother trying to work with me. It's brutal, dude. Brutal. Like I would never do that. Or just make a course. 0 upfront dollars, pure profit, no risk, no chance of the manufacturer having scratches. You know how many I had to toss out because there was a fucking scratch on it? Just shit like that, man. Like, fuck all that shit. For like physical products, bundles are a bit different. I'm okay doing bundles and builds. Maybe not builds, but bundles, because a bundle is for the most part profit, because I just drive down the street to a PC shop, I buy a CPU, I buy a motherboard, and I buy a RAM kit and an SSD or whatever. I can inspect the components myself before I ship it to the customer, so that I know it all works, kind of thing, right? So that's not, there's much less risk involved there. And the PC shop is the one fronting the capital for all the parts. I don't have to have a warehouse of fucking RAM kits and shit. It's a bit different, right? It's a bit different. Anyway, that's kind of the reason why I'm not doing physical products anymore. It's a lot of money, a lot of work, man. Maybe what you're describing is white labeling. I'm okay white labeling. It would be like what Jay does with like a Corsair. Like, it would have to be a good product though. Jay Corsair CPU block. I think it was the J edition. So basically they just, yeah, they take his logo and stamp it in the middle, but sell you the exact same product. And then I guess he gets a percentage of all the sales. Yeah, that would be fine, but I can't see that. I can't, like, you would have to be so large for a manufacturer to even consider that shit, right? You can do a lot of sub timings in the DDR5. DDR5 specifically, you can do a lot of secondary timings in XMP, dude. Oh yeah, that's why those kits are so fucking goated. It took me a long time to fucking learn how DDR5. I had to like go into the programming language on those bitches, dude. It was tough. But I wanted to make them, right? It was more of a passion project. If it was 64 gigabyte, nah, I can't be bothered, man. Because those 64 gig kits are $300. So again, so I literally have somebody right here that says they'll pay $800. Put it this way, it's like $300 for a 64 gig kit of RAM, then $200 for the heatsink, plus $30 in shipping. I make 250 if the package doesn't get lost. Just sell a course, and now I make 300 with no risk. Right? It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't. No matter how you, it would have to be like $1,000 of pure profit to even bother with the risk. This doesn't make any sense. It doesn't, unfortunately. I can see a market there. Who else offers custom kits? Yeah, nobody. That's exactly it. That's exactly what I'm saying. The reason why nobody offers custom RAM kits is because there's no money in it. You can't do it. And if you want to run the timings, so the timings and the sub timings that I programmed into those sticks, you need a higher voltage to run them, which you can't run without copper heat sinks, which is no manufacturer is going to do that shit. So they're going to give you plastic heat sinks with very low voltages, right? Would you recommend OCCT for DDR4 stability? I would recommend getting the course because that would answer your question, but you're asking the wrong question, or the question isn't specific enough. It's a component of it, not the be all end all of it. Is how I can the best answer that. If you're only using OCCT, it won't work. But it's a very fast way to pick up quick errors, yeah. If you really want me to make you a RAM kit, Enzo, go pay the consulting fee on the website. That way I can actually build you a custom one just for you, and then pay half up front, pay half after, and I'll make one for you. Sure, I don't care, because now I'm making $500 profit. if you're really serious about getting a custom tuned 64 gig kit. Like the new ones, not the old ones. Not the dual rank ones. The new single sided ones. You're talking about, right? Hang on, let me catch you up here. Uh, why do people ask where like everything is on my website, guys? Everything, consulting, the course, the shop, recommended parts list for affiliate links, like sample, like everything here is on my website. There's no like, why do people think that I have like I host different things on? It's like it's all everything that you need me for ever is on this website. Everything. Have you seen the new ASRock 870E 2-DIM motherboard OC formula? No, what's the goal of that thing? Yeah, but try to collect insurance after. That's the problem. Yeah, you can insure the packages. That just cuts more into the margin. There you go. It's an extra like 200. It's an extra like $17 to $20 per package times 10 packages, $200, right? So that shit is fucking brutal, dude. I take the risk and I don't insure that shit. If it gets lost in the mail, I just send them another one. It hasn't happened yet though, dude. So again, I am razor thin fucking margins on those RAM kits. Razor thin. I'm just hoping I can sell out and get the fuck out of physical products, man. Just get out. Like fuck that. Just one God supporter for $75 is worth more than a RAM kit. It's just, it doesn't make any sense. I'd rather just provide value in other ways and collect money digitally. Just no physical products, man. It's so brutal. It's so brutal. Yeah, there are new 64 gig sticks. They came out a couple of months ago. Wait, not single rank. Wait, no. 32. Wait, am I out to lunch here? No, there's hang on. Menu, components, memory, desktop. 64 gigs per module. 2x64. These ones. Are these dual rank? Fuck off. Yeah, they're fucking like $400, dude. It would, so you take 350. I'm assuming you want RGB too. Okay, so you take $370 plus 200 for copper heat sinks. Now my cost is $570 just to build that RAM kit. Yeah, if you pay the consulting fee, I'm still at a loss, dude. I'd probably make some content on it, to be fair, so I'd make some money back that way. But yeah, fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. Oh, is he talking about the 32s? Yeah, those are single rank for sure. The new 32s? Oh no, I don't want the singles. Yeah, these would be hard to differentiate though. You'd have to actually go out of your way to find out which ones are singles, single rank. Now these are much more reasonable. 6,000 C36. Ah, no, those are fucking Samsung garbage. But yeah, you get the point though. You get the point. I don't have any overhead either, man. That's the crazy thing. I don't have any over. I do all this out of my house, right? Hang on, let me catch. I gotta take another piss. God damn. How long have we been live for? Oh, damn, it's almost been 2 hours, guys. That went by really fast. I feel like there's so much more to talk about. Okay, let me go take another piss. Did I close my notepad? I do want to talk about inflation a little bit because I do have some IRL stories about that. I would love a 2-dim board. Not for AMD. Who cares about AMD? 6400 to 6400, man. Anyone that does that whole, I run my AMD CPU at 8,000, they don't play games. And they don't test shit. Just buy the cheapest fucking 4-dim you can on AMD, and there you go. You got your 6400. Who cares? That's the pro of AMD. You can buy a fucking $90 motherboard and get the same FPS out of it. That's the whole point. The XOC motherboards for AMD make zero fucking sense. That's why I didn't review the Apex. For that exact reason. I didn't tell Asus to email it or to send me one. Because that's spreading misinformation to a certain degree. It's like I can't consciously tell my audience that a 2-dim motherboard is worth the investment when they can just buy the cheapest fucking shit imaginable and get the same FPS. I can't do that. I'm not gonna do that, right? Yeah, to be fair, why would you? And the reason why I was okay doing that with the Hero, X870E Hero, is because this one has that nitro path shit. So now you can run. So now, when you get this one, fuck, they're still so expensive though, Christ. When you get this one, you can run AMD 8200 if you fucking want to for some reason. And you have the option of running 4 DIMMs if you want to in the future, or this is future proof with the nitro path. This is a way better investment than a 2-DIMM motherboard is. Well, then again, maybe not anymore because they got they have those new 64 gig sticks that just came out. But yeah, I guess you could put 256 gigs of RAM on this thing. And then if they come out with 12 core CCDs, 24 core, 48 thread, 250, still a better investment. I'm going to take a piss though. Give me 1 sec. Ooh, all right, guys. Let's I'll keep going until I finish my pre-workout. Then I gotta go hit the gym, guys. Gotta get Gotta get that fitness. Gotta get that fitness going. Okay, let me catch up here. Yeah, so the course, but okay, back to the sales thing. Will the minis forum setup use dual rank sticks? No, I'm using single rank. You could use dual rank. I don't even know if they have. Do they? I'm not gonna spend that much money. I don't care. Fuck that. It's not worth it. For like what, 0.5% of FPS? Not worth time, man. But yeah, so the my failure as a salesman is the customer not knowing what the course is, because the question that I get all the time is people just think it's like a sub timings course. I don't know how that became a thing. He just teaches you how to do sub. It's like, my god, it teaches you how to make your PC work, but that verbiage sucks though, because most people don't understand. Like, yeah, I don't know how to advertise that, man. Optimization is just like the best word to use, and it's so fucking lame that's the word. Yeah, I don't know. It's because I shouldn't be getting questions like that. Like I had one in the comments the other day, like, will this work for Windows and Linux? Like, of course it would. Why the hell wouldn't it? But that's a real question for the customer. Does this work for every game or only one game? It's like, man, I really gotta learn how to explain what this is better. I just suck at that. I just don't know how. I've never done sales copy before, right? So I'm gonna work. Basically this course. Thankfully so back to the whole like paint thing. Thankfully, I have such a large number of people that just trust me no matter what, because of the equity that I've built with the audience, right? Like, if this guy fucking sells something, it's gonna be good. That's basically what I'm riding, like the RAM kit too. The RAM kit, the course, the Discord. It's like, okay, if Jufus fucking sells, that's like my reputation, right? If he sells me something, it's gonna be fucking good. The bundles, the PCs, etc., right? It's gonna be fucking goated. So it's like, oh, he released something new, I'm gonna buy it right away. But I can't rely on those people though, because that's like me not learning the skill in sales, right? Like, those people will buy anything that I release. They're not. I don't have to explain to them. Like when Bradley, when you bought the RAM kit, did you know what you were buying? Like, how did I even advertise that? I mean, maybe I did a better job with this. The fastest tier 5 in the market for all platforms. Maybe I did a better job. So yeah, this is easier to market, I suppose. Like, if you just buy this, it's the fastest. Period. I probably could have actually used I probably could have said like for Intel and AMD instead of all platforms. This is even the word platforms might be too confusing, right? I'm not good at sales, man. Not good. I have an FAQ on the core site. Nobody reads that shit. No, that's not. You have to have a sales copy. It's called sales copy for a reason. What you're supposed to do is I don't mean to flashbang people. What you're supposed to do in sales copy is describe the person's problem and how you're gonna fix it. In the first like 2 fucking words. This is your problem. I'm going to fix it. So what I should be doing is your PC crashing? Here's your fix. That'd be the easiest one. Does something feel wrong with your gaming experience? This course will fix it. Something like that. Yeah. Sell me this exactly. Sell me this pen. I don't know how to do that. I'm not a salesman, man. You know what's funny? I've been skating by on my personality my whole life. So like even when I was in sales positions and I would talk to people, they would just do what I told them to because they trusted me, not because I was a good salesman. They they would it's been like that my entire life. They would, something about me in IRL would make them be like, he seems like an it might be my my certainty when I talk, right? But they're like, okay, I can trust this guy, he knows what the fuck he's talking about, just do what he says, kind of thing. And it never came off as like salesy. So somebody would be like the guy was like, what's the best CPU for Minecraft server? I'm not bullshitting him. I'm like, I don't fucking know, dude. But if he's like, what's the best CPU for Call of Duty? I'm like, this. And then it makes him want to buy what I say, but I'm not trying to like convince him. You know what I'm saying? And I've been skating by on that my entire life, even in sales positions. So I was never like number 1 in sales, but I was always like number 3 and number 4. I got my commissions in sales. I never had to learn sales copy in my life. If you want to know about sales copy, go watch Mr. Beast stream water Team Water. So what they do on this stream, if you watch it, it's a 3-hour stream. So their goal, oh, god damn, he's a hairy bastard, man. Their goal is to raise money for a fundraiser, right? Now, what you'll see when you watch this is XQC and Aiden Ross aren't sales guys. So whenever they call up somebody famous to donate, they hand the phone off to Mr. Beast. And Mr. Beast is fucking destroys them in sales. Like it was like this guy has zero fucking empathy, dude. It's fascinating to watch. It's fascinating. He overcomes objections. He overcomes wishy-washiness. He calls like what's that OnlyFans star? I don't even know what her name is now. He calls her. She's like, can I think about it? He's like, if you just tell me a number now, I'll do it for you. He's just fucking bombarding her objections over and over and over and over, and he gets the fucking sale. I'm just not like that, man. I'm more take it or leave it energy. I'm like, if somebody's like, I don't want to join the Discord because no, the best example is I just had a guy yesterday pays $10 and then unsubs right away. I'm like, did you mean to do that? He's like, yeah, I just wanted to, see what the Discord is all about, to see what my $10 can get me. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Like, I'm like, ban. Like, I have take it or leave it energy. I'm not a salesman, man. So it's like, I'm not emailing the dude trying to overcome his objections, trying to get his $10 a month. I ain't like that. It's like, you don't see the fucking value, bye. Sounds like a you problem, because I'm so confident in my products that if the customer can't see the value and the effort that I put in, sounds like a you problem. Good luck going out on the internet and fucking around and finding out. Because I nobody can compete with me. It's more of like a monopoly type thing. I have the monopoly on it. You can't join any other fucking Discord that's not a complete clusterfuck. You can't buy a better RAM kit, and there are no other courses that come even There's no, never mind courses. There's no information on the internet, and there's no other tech tuber, there's no other optimizer that comes even close to my fucking knowledge. So I don't have to sell shit. You're gonna fucking find out regardless. So I've been skating on that the entire time. But I do know that with that attitude comes with a lot of missed sales, though. It does. And I do plan on fixing that eventually. I need to buy my own courses on doing sales copy. I gotta go find a good sales guy and buy his course, right? Nothing wrong with buying courses. I gotta go find that shit. Anyway, let me catch you up here. What's a good way to get into the gym? Like, what's the best sense to start out with as someone new? Just do a bro split, man. That's the easiest. Push, pull legs. You don't have, it's not rocket science, man. Oh my God. You don't have to think that much about it, man. Notepad. Pin to taskbar. Push, pull, legs. It's exactly what it sounds like. Push is chest, bench press, shoulder press, triceps, chest, shoulders, triceps. Pull is deadlift, bicep, pull up, pull down. Anything you pull, right? Legs is just fucking legs. Good luck with legs, right? That's all it is. And you just rotate that shit every week, dude. Super easy. And then you just write down what you did before. Try to increase the reps or weight the next time. And do that for the rest of your life. And welcome to lifting. That's as simple as that. Even now, 10 years later, I try and add like half a fucking pound, dude. It sucks. Still do it. Oh, whatever it is, yeah. What the hell's a bro split then? I just assumed that was the same shit. No, the voltage on the RAM kits have nothing to do with the memory controller. The RAM provides its own voltage. Dan Kennedy. Yeah, I know. I do have a lot of sales copy type of resources. I have it all written down already. I do, you know who's really good at sales copy? Brandon Carter. Fantastic. There's a lot of like these like YouTube-y type of gurus that have a lot of good sales experience. I'll get around to it. I'm not in a rush. That's the thing. The enemy of success. The enemy of success is success. Does that make sense? It's like I've already made so much money off the course that even if I am if I leave money on the table, I just don't care. I don't need that much money to be happy. Even though I know I should do it. It's like I can afford good food for my cat, and I'm happy. Like I'm not that ambitious of a guy. Like I'm pretty ambitious. Like don't get me wrong, but I'm more ambitious when it comes to like human relations and like fitness, not like making money. Like what am I gonna do with it? Buy a bigger house? Don't care. Buy a nicer car? I don't care. Buy another 5090? I don't care. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's just like, even though I know I should do it, and money is good money, and the gravy train isn't going to last, what I should be doing is fixing my sales copy and building up a war chest so that during the next pandemic, whenever the hell it happens, and all my supporters lose their fucking jobs and they can't afford to support me anymore, I should be like Intel, like rack up a massive fucking war chest for the bad times so that I can continue to operate without. That's what I should be doing. I will be doing that though. Strike while the iron is hot. That's exactly it. Yeah, especially with Battlefield and COD and stuff, right? I will. I'll finish the DDR4 module first. Then I gotta re-record the ASRock one, and then I'll worry about the sales copy after. I gotta do my upstairs studio too. I got a lot of work to do, man. Christ, there's a lot of work to do. Bro split is isolating one muscle group per workout, like doing chest day or an arm day. Oh yeah, yeah, but you might as well just lump in push pull legs because they're so close to each other anyway. Like I wouldn't do a shoulder day. You're already raping the fuck out of it on chest day. You might as well just do it at the same time. I mean, whatever, but whatever, you do whatever anyway. Just when you do push pull legs, you just hit everything. So that'd be the easiest way to start out. And do like 8 to 12 reps to start so that you get your form down. Don't go 5 and below to start because that's you get really fucking injured on that shit. Take it easy. Start slow, right? Are undervolting questions allowed? Yeah, why not? I'm not going to tune your machine for you. But yeah, anyway. We won't get a chance to talk about inflation. I suppose I really got to get going here. But long story short, people have to wake up to the inflation a little bit. A Nintendo Switch is like $500, guys. Like we gotta like. It is what it is. Like it is what it is, guys. You guys voted in what's the political party down there with who's that fucking old guy? Oh my god. Who's the guy that's dead? Your old president. Can't remember his fucking name now. Not Kamala. Whatever. You had Kamala, whatever party that is. You guys voted in Kamala's party for the last 8 years or whatever, or 4 years. Therefore, they printed a shit ton of money. Therefore, inflation raped us all. Therefore, there's nothing you can do about it now but make more money and adapt. No whining. You can whine all you want, but it's like the PS5 is $50 more. Yeah, and you have no choice. Democrats. Biden. That's what it is. Yeah, I can't even remember the damn names. Oh, that does make sense. That's fair. Yeah, if you have like mad testosterone, then I guess you just have to do that many sets per muscle. Yeah, I can't do that shit, man. I kind of have. That's why you only really need to lift if you watch Dr. Attia or whatever, or Peter Attia. You get like 90% of the benefits of lifting if you just lift 3 times a week. Do like 1 cardio session a week. Try and get your VO2 max in there. Don't worry. You don't have to do the crazy shit that I do, right? I do it because I play dodgeball mostly. Does undervolting negatively impact longevity? Nope, not at all. Are there any advantages to using Curve Shaper instead of just Curve Optimizer? Nope, none at all. There you go. Easy peasy. No and no. I gotta get going here though, guys. It's time for, speaking of gym, it's time for me to hit the gym. Pre-workout is down. So I'll try and get a guest on for next week. Don't forget, if you want to support the channel, Bradley, thanks for the 10 gifted again. If you want to support the channel, everything is on theframechasers.org. Ram kits, course, consulting, shop, all that shit. Man, okay. This is the last thing I'll answer. Yeah, thanks, Average Dad. Yeah, positive. Just buy the course, dude. Positive movement. If you just buy the course, everything about how silicon works will be answered in that course. Everything. Degradation. I even cover degradation and how all silicon works in that course. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm doing such a bad job explaining what the course is. That's what I gotta get on that shit. But can we get some benchmarks on World of Warcraft Epic Battlegrounds? Would be nice if you could solve the issue when the GPU and CPU. This is a Ramball. What's my goal? Well, like why would I do that? It's the last thing I'll answer. Why would I bother? Actually, I'll highlight that again. What what is your goal in asking me to do that? It seems pretty simple to answer, but you know, there's a point to this. I promise you. I'll wait like 2 minutes in case this guy disconnected. Nobody ever asks themselves what the goal is before they actually post shit, which is mind-numbing in itself, honestly. What's the goal? If he doesn't answer, then I'll explain it. Just wait 60 more seconds. Hey man, if you want me to do it, you gotta answer. You have a real opportunity here. Nah, he probably dipped. Well, no, I'm not gonna do it. Because A, nobody would watch the video, and B, I can't make money off of it. So what's the point? Now, if I could get a lot of views, that would be one thing, but I can't. So basically, what you asked me is, can you drop your whole life and do this for me and answer my question? That's what you basically said. Now, I will do that. There's a button right here. There's a button right here called Consulting. You can click on this, and you can pay me for my time. Then I'll do it for you. It's kind of what that is. Why would I do something for somebody? Why would I do something? No, people don't watch. No, man. No. Okay, here's the thing. If you think people will watch it, go buy the hardware and go do it and post it on YouTube. If you think people are going to watch it. Why don't you go do it then? What are you asking me for? Why do you want me to take the risk? You can go take the risk too, man. Nothing's stopping you. Right? it's like, why would I do? It's like the same thing when somebody's like, can you test Linux? It's like, no. Why would I do something for free for a stranger on the internet? What do I get out of it? It's not even about no, it's not about that. It's not no. It's not even that serious. We're not even talking about capitalism. That seems like when you word it that way. No, guys, you missed the point. Holy shit. So that's what I'm saying. You guys are would you go up to a stranger? What's up, Miho? Speaking of RAM kits, my man Miho. It's not about capitalism. Why does everybody always think everything is about money? Funny enough, Miho, I'll give you. I know, dude. I'll answer. I'll give you a button in a sec. I am, contrary to popular belief, I'm taking this the wrong way. No, you can explain, man. I'm pretty chill when it comes to this kind of stuff. How am I taking this the wrong way? I'm asking, what benefit do I get in doing this testing? I'm saying nobody's going to watch that shit. Right? Now, contrary to popular belief, I'm the most non-money focused tech tuber ever, dude. It's about being normal and respectful and having self-awareness. No, you won't. So okay, why hasn't anybody done it yet? If it'll get views. What makes you think it'll get views? You're basing an assumption off of something that you haven't tested, correct? That's what I'm saying. This is something that you can directly test yourself. What's the difference if I do it or if you do it? Does that make sense? Miho, thanks for the 10 gifted, man. I really appreciate. Miho is the only guy that has one of the prototypes of my RAM kit. I'm not the expert, you are. So what's stopping you from learning? You should have some self-belief. Like don't like you should want to learn. You should be like, I'm gonna do this myself. I'm not gonna rely on somebody else. Why would you do that? Don't rely on other people. My man Miho. So you'll just not do it because you don't believe in yourself? You should love yourself enough to want to do it. I don't know. That's just how I think, though.
Entering Glizzy Overdrive.
My man Miho.
We are locked in. Thank you for over 160 Glizzies. Entering Glizzy Overdrive.
Nothing I do is special, man. I'm not a special guy. Now, no. So it comes back. It's not about money. It comes back to. There you go. Average. Yeah, but no. So you guys are still approaching it from a money aspect. So remember how when earlier in today's VOD. There it is. I thank you for at least being honest, Big D. You're not willing to spend the money to do it. Bam. You want me to do it. I am giving you advice. That's what do you think I'm doing, brother? You could just help and give advice. So, hold on. Now you're being disrespectful, though. So, remember how earlier in today's VOD, when I was telling Big Nick that if you wouldn't tell somebody in the street that you're going to find them and send them something, if you wouldn't do that in real life, you shouldn't do it online, right? So basically what you said in a nutshell, now imagine you're on the street in real life, you're in your city. You go up to a complete stranger and you're like, "Hey man, I don't want to do this testing. I don't want to take the risk. But you look like a guy that doesn't value your time. Can you do all this work for me for free and tell me the answer on your own time?" I would love it if you could do that. If you told somebody that in real life, what would the response be? What would that person tell you? Who are you? Why are you asking me this? Why would I do that for you? What what do I get out of this? Am I being unreasonable here, or what am I what is wow, bro? No. I no, cuz what is this guy's expectation of a stranger? Well, yeah, I just said if you want me to do that, I would be happy for you. I have a consulting link right here. Well, yeah, of course. What did I say that was so out of bounds here? I'm like educate me, somebody. Am I out of bounds here, or is what I'm saying quite reasonable and seem very logical? No, so my time, well, the reason why I'm responding is because when I respond to shit like this, there's gonna be like 3,000 people that watch the VOD afterwards, and that's 3,000 people that just got educated on how to not be weird. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but you keep saying I'm out of tune. What did so can you explain to me? Explain to me what I said exactly that's out of tune. Or what am I what am I saying that's offensive? Or maybe offensive is the wrong. What am I saying? Like I want to know your perspective. I'm asking you for your perspective. You said you would pay for my help. I told you that you can do that here. I'm not sure what's out of tune exactly. If you can describe it for me, I would love to know. It's true, Michelangelo. My IRL buddies do that shit too. I have this conversation with them as well. It's just something that people don't think about, because you know why? Most people have more time than money, because so like what's a good example here? Like most people would do the dishes because they have time to do the dishes, not hire a maid to save themselves the time. So in that person's perspective, if they tell somebody else, if somebody's like, would you tell Mr. Beast to do the dishes? He'd be like, that's such a waste of time. I wouldn't get anything out of it. He would pay somebody $50 to do it for him to save himself the time. But the person saying do the dishes doesn't have a concept of that reality, right? I'm waiting for your answer, Big D. What did I say that was out of tune? Like I'm genuinely, I have no idea what I said that was out of tune. Way out of tune, actually. I didn't raise my voice. I didn't get mad. I told you where you could contact me. Like, if anybody can tell me what I said was out of tune, I won't repeat the same behavior. I'm not out here trying to offend people. Like, let me know. Let me know, man. I'm waiting. What the heck? What did I say that was out of tune? I gotta take a mad piss pretty soon again, though. No, I don't think he's arguing. I think he's not. He's not getting what he wants. And he kind of knows that his ask is totally unreasonable, but he wants it. What does a child do when they don't get the chocolate bar that they want? They get really mad. Does that make sense? That's all it is. Why do people, when they get banned from the Discord, make hate threads about me on Reddit? Because they didn't get what they wanted. But if you actually read between the lines, nothing I do is unreasonable and clearly stated or offensive or nothing. Nobody on the internet can point at me and say this guy is unreasonable, or I didn't get warned properly, or he yelled at me, or he raised his nothing. And in fact, I go out of my way to try to see the other person. That's why I ask so many questions. Like, please tell me your perspective here. Did you just bounce, Big D? What did I say that was way out of tune? I'll wait like 2 more minutes, then I gotta go, but I don't know what I said that was out of tune. Well, it's a huge society. Wonder Miho, thanks for the 10 gifted again, man. Hey, Miho, I'm actually gonna come down to Disneyland eventually at some point. We should fucking meet up, dude. I'd love to meet you. You saying I want this advice for free is a joke. What? No, I didn't say you wanted it for free. I said you want me to do something for you. What? If so, then what's the problem then? There is no problem. If you said you would pay for my time... Wait, so what's the issue here then? You can pay for it right now. I'll hop on and I'll jump on a call with you and I'll get you the results that you want. I don't understand. So if what? If you said you'd pay for my time, and I said here's the link, where's the disconnect here then? So again, I'm not sure. I never. I'll wait. Where's the issue? The initial grievance was you said I would get views. I said I would not get views, and I'm not doing it. And then here we are now where I said I'll do it if you pay me for my time. And you said you would pay for my time. Is that, can anybody else translate what's going on here? I still feel like this seems so crazy to me that I can't like reconcile what's happening here. It seems like we're on the same page. Like, I'm saying you have to pay for my time, and he said I'll pay for your time. So that's a business deal. Yeah. I mean, what's the problem? Hang on, give me a sec. Yeah, right here. You said you could just help and give advice, dude. What? You started all this? Wants me to figure out this problem, his problem for free? What? Is there maybe a language barrier here or something? This isn't what? What? Figure out. This is crazy, dude. What is going on here? I've given you, dude, I've literally dedicated like 25 minutes of this stream so that you can type. I literally just sat here silent waiting for you to type. What on earth is going on here, brother? This is crazy to me. I started all this by saying I'm not going to do it for you. Of course. It's not a reasonable request to ask me to do that for you. And then when I said you can pay me for my time, you said, sure, okay, I'll pay you for your time. We're still here, though. Like, we're still, like, what's the problem? I'll get you any results that you want. Like, I truly don't know what he's mad about. Here, I can wait, dude. I'll wait for the payment. I don't understand what the problem is. Oh, wait. I'll get you results that you want, man. Totally. I'm gonna go after this is over. I'm gonna go back and watch the VOD because, man, is it truly just that people just get mad whenever they just don't get what they want all the time? It doesn't make any sense, man. I'll wait 2 more minutes though. I really got to get going here, guys. So can we at least, before we go, can we at least summarize what happened here? like adults without emotion. You wanted me to do something. I said I'm not going to do it. Then you got mad. Let's even take that part out. I said I wasn't going to do it. You have to pay me. And then you said you would pay me. And then we're here. No. I wasn't accusing him. I said, would you ask somebody that on the street? Is that a question that you would... That's not the same thing as accusing. Hold on. Hold the phone here. Would you go and ask somebody that IRL on the street? Would you ask a stranger that on the street? The answer is no. Not in a million years. Would you go up to a stranger and say, hey, can you do all this random stuff for me? If so, here, okay, let me rebuttal this then. Why did he ask first instead of pay first? Why did he, hang on. Why did he put in the effort in coming onto a live stream and asking me to do it? Is he even a sub? He's not even a sub. So he didn't donate money to ask the question. He didn't sub. He didn't pay, but he decided to ask first anyway. Correct? So there was a hope there of him getting what he wants for free, correct? Otherwise, he would have done 5 different ways of paying for my time first. Correct. That's right? There's a reason why I don't have one of those contact me, fill out forms. You have to pay me first before I'll talk to you. Right? Now, if you go up to a person on the street and you're like, hey, man, I'll pay you $500 to answer my question for me. What's the person going to say? They're going to be much more receptive to it, correct? Again, if you want to perceive that as lashing out, then sure, I suppose. But in the future, then, if you need me for something, you have to pay for my time first. First. It's a mismatch of expectations. Bingo. That's it. Bingo. Which is usually the problem in most human-to-human interactions. They call them covert contracts or whatever. Yep. What's up still, Stevie? But my man. Course fucks. Thanks again, dude. I really appreciate it. My man. Yeah, so usually I will approach something from the... Oh, man. Corona COVID. Oh, my God, dude. That's enough. You don't need to... That's enough, dude. I really got to get going here. Holy shit. It's funny that you perceive that as lashing out. So me talking calmly and saying you have to pay me for my time is lashing out. Very interesting. I think that's a perspective problem. When I think about lashing out, I think of that as like somebody yelling at somebody else and calling them names. That's what I think lashing out is. My man, Redneck with 25. What button haven't we done here? Filthy.
Tug on my balls, slap my face. Ready to go, so let's fornicate. Ready to go, so let's fornicate. Ready to go, so let's fornicate.
Yeah, I just Yeah, that's fair. Mismatched expectation. Yeah, that's fair. You probably shouldn't ask me to do a whole benchmark video for free. That seems kind of fucking unreasonable. I'm all. It doesn't matter who asks that. I'm gonna say no. Right? It's like my expectation is that the other person wouldn't even ask because I'm just gonna say no. Because to me, that's common sense, right? Like, I'm not gonna imagine asking Linus to go make a video. Like, would you do that? There you go. That's what you can do. Jump on the WAN show on Friday and ask Linus if he can do that video for you. See what happens. See if he'll even answer you. What's more disrespectful, actually? Trying to see where the person is at or just not responding at all? Right? Mindy's forum motherboard. Dude, there's like 3 videos I gotta make on that thing. Why are you in such a rush for that thing? It's like I'm not gonna show people how to tune it on a video though. What's that guy's name? Yeah, Big D. Go Big D. Your homework. Oh, I see. Okay, I didn't know you had 5 of the Ryzen ones. I'm not going to explain how to tune it though. I'm just going to talk about the pros and cons and do a general review, right? Like if you want like a how-to step-by-step tune that thing, that'll be a while, man. That like that's not even that'll be like next month or something like that. Oh, dude, that's going to be I got to do my DDR4 module first. Big D, your homework is to ask that same question to every single tech tuber that you can find that's live on a stream and see how they respond to you. That's your homework. Will any of them say yes? Will any of them even respond to the question? Right? Probably the answer is going to be they're not going to respond to you, or they're going to say no. At least I said you can pay me and I'll do it for you. Correct? That's your home. Go try. It's kind of one of those test it and find. No, don't get mad at me. Go ask 10 tech tubers, and then if everybody says no, then hey, maybe the request was kind of unreasonable. You know what I'm saying? That's a great way to learn if what you asked for was unreasonable or not. I'm not sure if the Ryzen one would help you with the Intel ones though. Maybe. I doubt it. Yeah, I think I would need to I think I would need to actually get my hands on one of those Intel ones to do that properly. I doubt the AMD stuff would be even close. No, it wouldn't be close, man. But the AMD ones should be dead on though. I like to have conversations, man. I don't see anything wrong with having a conversation. When somebody starts getting mad and irate though, that's kind of when the conversation ends, because then they're not willing to they're not willing to like what was the goal in getting mad there, right? In fact, why did he get mad? If it was just a misunderstanding. Does that make sense? If he thought I said something unreasonable, do I ever get mad at anybody? Put it that way. I want your take on it. Oh yeah, dude, that'll be done. Don't worry. It'll be next week at some point. Dude, even What's that other guy's name? Even that Groiper dude. I was literally about to ban that dude. I wasn't angry at him. I tried to teach him a lesson. Because, well, in fact, I would say Groiper was far more toxic than this Big D dude. And I still didn't raise my voice at him. What's the goal in that? What's the goal in being angry at somebody else, right? Usually when you get angry at somebody else, that means they triggered you for some reason. If they triggered you for some reason, that means it was true. Because if I said he wanted the information for free, he wouldn't have gotten triggered if that wasn't true, right? Because he's like, oh shit, I didn't want it for free. I'll pay you for it. Here's the money right here. Oh, okay, problem solved. But no, he got mad, right? I really got to get going here though, guys. Redneck. I wouldn't call them simple. My God, this AMD thing was not simple though. Yeah, so I explained why I get frustrated at the socks topic though, because that it's like, well, I already explained it, because the you're proving the internet correct when you're a weirdo, and your weirdness is lumping me in with that, so I get fucking annoyed at that shit. I do. And I get fucking annoyed when it's like, I don't even know if you'd call it a boundary. It's like I get fucking annoyed that it takes so much work, or I don't even know what you would call it. It takes so much like I should only have to say stop once. Yeah, maybe it is a boundary. So if I say stop doing that shit and people keep doing that shit, yeah, I'm gonna get fucking annoyed, because it's not like they're not triggering me in like a defensive way. They're triggering me in like a, you're making me repeat myself kind of way. Now you're just being disrespectful because you're not listening to me kind of thing, right? So yeah, that shit fucking pisses me off. It does. I should only have to say stop once, right? Do the system integrators even know how to tune PCs properly? Well, come back on Saturday and I'll answer that question, man. That's exactly right. Positive movement. Yep. If you don't want to talk to me, you shouldn't come on my stream and ask me a question. That's exactly what it is. Yes. So, you'll never see me going to another person's platform and lecturing them. I don't go on Reddit. I don't go on forums. I don't go on other tech tubers' comments. I don't go on other tech tubers. Hell, I don't even go on my own fucking Discord and tell people what to do. None of that. But if somebody wants something from me on my platform, of course I'm going to tell them no, and I'm going to teach them a lesson. Of course, yeah. I should tell him in the future, don't do that. Okay, I really got to get going here, though, guys. Yeah. Just bought the course. Thanks so much, Taco Henry. My man. I wish I could highlight that message. Did that Big D guy pay for a consult? No, he didn't. So clearly he didn't want the information that bad. My man, Tacos Henry, are you in the Discord, dude? Leave a review, please. But Taco Henry, watch every single video in order and don't skip any. Please don't skip any of the... Dude, thank you so much for buying the course. You're the GOAT, seriously. All right, I really gotta... I'm gonna give Redneck one more button.
Are you sure about that?
I wasn't mad. I was irritated, Big Nick. Because It's like, it's one of those you should know better type of things. Like, come on. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come the fuck on. That, like, you know what I'm saying? It's frustration isn't anger. Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, let's call it there. What's up, Silas? I gotta get going, guys. Yeah, Redneck, I'll get that video up next week for you. I gotta finish the DDR4 module tonight. Then I will record the minis forum thing this weekend. Hopefully have it up for you on the Monday. Because I want to do a nice review with B-roll and stuff because they sent me the product for free. So I do want to do some nice shots of it. I don't want to just like... I want to do a nice job on it, right? Okay, so fair enough, Underground Rabbit. So fair enough. So how about in the future? How about in the future if somebody, so there's two options here, right? I can either, so let's say a devil's advocate, let's say you're correct. Let's say I was triggered by being asked for free shit constantly. Okay, let's say that's true. I have two options then. Do not respond to comments until they pay me first. Could just go that route. Or I say, for the benefit of everybody that can't afford to pay me and ask questions, for the benefit of those people, stop. Just stop asking unreasonable shit. That way I can still talk to chat. If you want something from me, go here first and pay for it. Don't ask. Pay first, ask second. Let's do that. Because if I keep getting those constantly, then I'm going to have to be just another tech tuber that won't respond to chat. Linus won't respond to unless you give him $50. Why do you think they do that? Don't force me to do that too. Is what I'm saying. We're back to square one again. I'm going to do what's best for me. So if I keep getting, Jufus, can you drop your entire life and do this for me? If I just keep getting that and it keeps getting worse and worse and worse and worse. Oh, what's up, Clara? Fuck. No, I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet. I prefer not to do that just yet. Because the Timmy example, a lot of people can't afford, like the that fucking dude with the Minecraft server shit. Wouldn't it suck if that guy had to pay $10 to ask me that question and then I couldn't help him at the end of it anyway because I didn't know the answer? So it's like he gives me $10. It's like, hey, Jufus, is this the best CPU for Minecraft? I'm like, I have no fucking clue, bro. Thanks for the $10. That sucks too, right? So how about we just fucking stop so that we can still chill and talk for free, right? I think I'm being reasonable. I think if I'm not, we'll see, maybe if I grow too large, maybe in a year or two from now, maybe I'll just be like $10. Maybe from here, no test, no talk. We go to $10, no ask. Would you rather have that? It's like, hey man, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Yeah, you want to hit $10 or you can't ask me for something. Or you get a 30-minute fucking life lesson. How about, you know what I'm saying? You're not wrong, though. I am sick and fucking tired of getting asked the same question over and over and over and over and over and over. It's fucking exhausting, dude. Especially, it's not even about the money that I still would have spewed that entire life lesson on him, even with the $10 thing. It's the frame that the guy came from, right? Well, no, we had that other. So it's funny. Okay, I have to go to the gym for God's sakes. Okay, it's funny because last week we had that other guy do the exact same thing, right? Do you remember when he was what the fuck did he ask now? He was asking about Redneck. You were here. No. It wasn't you. It was that other guy that was asking about running some language models or something. So TLDR, he was like, Jufus, can you run? He's like the same, almost the exact same fucking scenario. Oh my god, this is perfect. Okay, hang on. That's what it was. Yes, that's what it was. He wanted to find out what was the best hardware for his specific use case, which was running some AI model of some sort. I'm like, I have no fucking clue what the right answer is, dude. And then I was like, I wouldn't bother helping you without $2,000 up front or whatever. And then he didn't get offended. He was like, the test only really takes about a few minutes per model per platform. And then I was like, oh, okay, well then, yeah, one consult is 3 hours max. Go pay that shit, and then I can get you the information. And then he's like, fuck yeah, buddy. He didn't fucking take that shit I approached it the exact same way, and he didn't take it personally. Do you know what I'm saying? So he said, when I said $2,000 minimum, he was like, okay, fair enough. You know why? Do you know why? Because he kind of knew, and he kind of had the intention of, this is going to cost me money for his time. Not, I really wanted this fucking answer for free. Can't you just help, bro? Wait, where was that comment? Could you just help and give advice, dude? What is this sentence? I'm highlighting it on the screen right now. What's this sentence mean? You could just help, bro. AKA, please just tell me the answer without me paying for it. So I think I appreciate your feedback, Underground Rabbit. I like to play devil's advocate, but I think he 100% wanted the information for free on this one, because we have a direct example last week of the exact same scenario where the guy didn't get offended, and we had a conversation about it. You know what I'm saying? It's not wrong. It's not wrong, right? Even when he said, "You're the expert, not me," he was very combative about it, right? But guys, I have to fucking go gym. Seriously, I can feel the pre-workout tingles running off. I'm gonna lose my gains. Okay, I gotta go. I'll see you guys in the Discord regardless. Redneck, thanks for the 25 gifted, man. I really appreciate it. Miho, 10 gifted. And we had Bradley with the RAM kit purchase and 10 gifted on YouTube. And we had Tacos Henry with a course purchase. And Zinky, I didn't give you a button, but I'll give you one on Saturday. I have to go, guys, and I gotta fucking pee. Okay, I'll see you guys on Saturday, same time, 12 p.m. Okay, talk to you guys later.